coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. John Lester gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout-to-walk ratio, 2-to-1, that this guy is more a pitch-to-contact guy than a strikeout-walk guy.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Milwaukee, the center fielder, Lorenzo.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row, nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up. They'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Lester has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
You froze him on the fastball there. Brock Holt is the second out of the opening frame.
Christian Yelich.
And here's Christian Yelich now, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
And ready for his first at-bat, Ryan Braun, arguably one of the hotter hitters in the league right now. Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
D-Row, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Strike called. Now the throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Ready with the 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Yelich at second with 2 down. This is line to left. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Eric Lauer gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
The second baseman.
Now at the plate, David Bodie. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Fouled away. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Victor Caratini waits on deck. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, the first baseman, Victor.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Here comes the first pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Set to deliver the 0-1. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw into second. And that's out number 1.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. It looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series. 0 for 7. First pitch of the at-bat.
Counts 1-0.
Runners on first with 1 down. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. And he got him.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
3-0 pitch. High and deep to center field. Kane going back, still ranging back. That's out of here as it trims the bushes. Two runs on the board after the home run by Javi Baez. Number 11 for him on the season as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Two for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Second inning coming up in Chicago. And with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, it's fairly dry down here right now, but I am told there's a bigger threat of rain later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Coming to the plate now, Omar Narvaez. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Lester's 2-0 home. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Full count still. Runner at first here, 1 man out. This one's flared toward left center. In comes the center fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Batting it, the third baseman, number 7, Eric Sogard.
Here's Eric Sogard, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Sogard, affectionately referred to as nerd power thanks to the signature specs. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
Schwarber is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Eric Lauer.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Eric Lauer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch.
Nope. Ball 1.
2 down, runners at first and second. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
1-1 on its way from Lester.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Oh, right back at Lester on the mound. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. They're down 2-0. Digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, isnt.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Now here's the pitch.
Hey.
One out, nobody on. A shot down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike two. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's 1-2.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 1-2.
Ball in. We got a full count.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And there's a base hit on the line.
Batting eighth, the right fielder, Souza.
Into the box, Steven Souza, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First offering on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. On the season, Souza brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to, because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
A ball and a strike now. Two and one now to Steven Souza.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
And he's way off balance with the swing there.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get. Comes back to haunt him.
One off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
The pitcher, John Lester, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First delivery to him on the way. Now Lester squares and gets this one down. Holt for 1, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Digging in, David Bodie, and their runners at the corners now. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, Lorenzo Cain looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Pitch on the way. And Lester back to work as this is swung on and missed for the first strike.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Here's Brock Holt now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Up next for Milwaukee, the right fielder.
In is Christian Yelich, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And a ball, 1-0. First and second now, 1 man out. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Souza is there, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 24, Avisail.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Avisail Garcia. First offering on its way.
Hey! 0-1.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit. The runner scores from second.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the third inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
In now, Omar Narvaez, as Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike one. He's got the average to 321, 8 home runs, and 33 driven in. Behind 0-2 now. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And this one's in the dirt. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. And it's fouled away. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the third out. Brewers forced to settle for 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 2 and the Brewers 1.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the third inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. They're currently near the top of the league in team batting average, so more often than not, they're going to give opposing pitchers a tough matchup. One player told me before the game they have a solid group of guys in this lineup, but that they also owe a lot of credit to the coaching staff for working tirelessly with them every day to get them ready and keep improving. Really seems to be a total team effort, guys.
Leading off.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The first baseman, Victor Garantini.
Here comes the first pitch. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Fielded cleanly, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. At the plate, Chris Bryant. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And another foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Hit down the line at first. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Here's Javier Baez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The 1-0 home.
Hey!
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. Two gone.
Now back, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Contreras tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. And he takes a cold strike one.
1-1.
Runner in scoring position at second with two down. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. The set and the 1-2. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Two and two, the pitch. To the left side, but it's well foul. Two out here and a runner at second. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike three, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. They still lead it 2-1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored one run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Coming to the plate now, Orlando Arcia, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid one hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
No balls and one strike. The 0-1.
Nope.
Ball one.
1-1.
A ball and two strikes now. The 1-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Here comes Souza. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Wow, sometimes you just have to shake your head on plays like this. Looked like he was there in plenty of time, had a beat on it, but he must have just lost concentration for a split second, and the ball falls. Should have made that play, though.
So digging in now, Eric Sogard flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
3-0 now. And he gets the call there, 3-1.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
And that will miss for ball 4. So an error and a walk here to start the inning.
Up next for Milwaukee, the pitcher, Eric.
Stepping in, Eric Lauer, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Kane.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Kane, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Bodie backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Stepping up to the plate, Brock Holt. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the fastball sails on him, and that's to the backstop. And a terrible time for a letdown behind the plate as the tying run will score on what's likely to be called a passed ball. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. That's wide, 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And he finally gets this one over for strike 1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
The payoff pitch. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. Brewers forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 2-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th, but before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
Kyle Schwarber.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is on the outside corner for strike one. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ian Happ.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Corbin Burns, a right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Corbin Burns.
Standing in, Ian Happ. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off for right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Seared down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Popped him up. Braun has room in foul territory, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Steven Souza Jr.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Souza Jr. First offering on its way.
Oh, that's a good.
Bases are empty here with two men out. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Now the 2-0 home.
Ball, that's too high.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Now the 3-0 offering is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Yelich. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
That's just some great base running from the guy at first. The ball had plenty of air under it, but he got a good read, recognizing it wasn't going to be caught, and he hustled all the way around home. That's something that shouldn't go unrecognized in that play.
At the plate now, David Bodie. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around and the inning is over. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. We're through 4, and Chicago's taken a 3-2 lead. Ready for another shot now, Christian Yelich. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the left fielder Ryan Braun. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is foul right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Tim.
And this is swung on and missed on a good pitch, and Braun is gone for out number 2.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order and against the middle of the order, too.
Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're down 3-2. Stepping in, Victor Caratini. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Victor Caratini.
Here comes the first pitch. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Chris Bryant comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
And that brings up Javi Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. Line drive, base hit to right. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's 4-2.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Here's the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Looking at his career totals, Schwarber is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Now the 2-0. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it's gone.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Brent Suter, the 6'5" left-hander, takes over on the mound now.
Brent Suter.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Four runs here in this half inning. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Standing in now, Steven Souza. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
So now to the plate, John Lester, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Suter, 30 years of age. He was taken in the very late rounds during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Next from Milwaukee, Omar Narvaez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1 for count.
Changeup laid off down around the shins.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Now another 2-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And he'll flip it over to Lester for the out.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. He'll wind up lasting just one out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Jeremy Jeffress is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Number 24, Jeremy Jeffress.
Digging in once again, Orlando Arcia. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. One out, nobody on. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Eric Sogard.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eric Sogard. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's in there for strike 1.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
The 0-1 on its way. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Bottom of the inning now. Striding into the box, David Bodie. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
3-0 now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Three,
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
The first baseman, number 7, Victor.
So coming to the plate, Victor Caratini. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Here's the 0-1. Swinging a little blooper to center. Coming in on it is Kane, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Up next to the Cubs, the third baseman, Red Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Lifetime versus this arm. He's gone 3 for 11. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full. 3-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. On to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play. But don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs 1 more out.
0-1, here it comes. Two outs here with a runner at third. And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They're on top 7-2. Keston Hiura is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Keston Hiura.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Hit out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Kane.
1 away for the Brewers in their half of the 7th, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Kane. He's set, and the pitch. sent on the ground out to second. Right to him. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Brock Holt.
Digging in to try it again, Brock Holt. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Fouled off. Two out, nobody on. And oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. Rounded slowly to the left side. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Alex Claudio gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Alex Claudio.
So stepping in, Wilson Contreras. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike. Claudio has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. 0-1, here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Arcia fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Claudio, a 6'3" left-hander. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Behind 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Stepping up now, Ian Happ. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1. And it's 1-1. 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He's got it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs are down in order. They're on top 7-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Ryan Tepera will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jason Hayward will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Now batting, Christian Yelich. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-0. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Two and two.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
On deck, the always dangerous Ryan Braun. Pops this one up. Bodie over to his left. 1 down.
The first baseman, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Braun. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First offering on its way. Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Reached for and popped into the air, back behind second. Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, Avisail Garcia.
So 2 gone now in the Brewers' half of the 8th, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. First pitch coming, here it is.
Hey!
Two out, nobody on. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Grounded to first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Ray Black is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 50, Ray Black.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping into the box, Steven Souza. Last time through was a base hit. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home.
No, that's down.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. The pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the belt, kicks and deals. Right there for strike 1. Hayward stands in at an impressive 6'5", swings and throws left-handed. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, David Bodie.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, David Bodie. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Now the 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box, Victor Caratini. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag. Runner's back. And that's taken for a called strike 2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They're on top 7-2. Striding in to start the 9th, Omar Narvaez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Narvaez.
First pitch on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Barring any late turnaround, the win would belong to John Lester. 0-1 count and the pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
Ready with the 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. There's Baez. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Now in the box, Orlando Arcia. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Stepping in now, Eric Sogard. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And it's fouled away. A 1-1. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Jed Jerko will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 5, Jed Jerko.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Jerko brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Jerko in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Still even at 2-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The Brewers down to their final strike. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. 8th home run on the season for him, and it's now a 7-4 ball game.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Dan Winkler gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Number 43, Dan Winkler.
To the plate now, Lorenzo Cain. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, that's why you pay the closer big money, so he can come slam the door quickly when he has to. 2 pitches, 1 out, and that game's on ice. Well done.
7-4 the final finish today. Chicago took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. John Lester earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Klezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Brewers, 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.